What's up, you majestic what the fucks? This is The Inner Idiot.
Hey Ty, if you wanted to make a podcast, how would you do it?
Spotify Podcasters app, of course. Or hell, even the website.
Do they have any way you can edit audio and help with organizing your episodes?
All that and more. You can reach out to listeners and have feedback with their Q&A feature, and it distributes it to all other major places you listen to podcasts.
I just looked, and they got a video podcast set up and editing tools here too.
So all you got to do is sign up at SpotifyForPodcasters.com or get the app, and you're done.
Damn, it's just that easy.
Welcome to The Inner Idiot. I'm your host, Tyler Havlin. We are here at the Dimwits and Dummies studio. Once again, let's give two claps and a Ric Flair for today's guest, Lord Shorty Hoffman. Woo!
Back at it again.
Oh, man. So today's top five. This one's one of my personal favorites. Top 5 things I trust more than the government.
Those emails that give you $1.
I know which one you're talking about. That Oprah lady did one time, and my mom completely fell for it.
Oprah did one of those things?
I think so. She said it was Oprah. I don't know. My mom, she wasn't all there.
All right, so go on with your list.
Number 5, strippers that say they're into me.
Word, 100%, homie.
I remember the first time I was at a strip club. They're like, oh, I want to do this dance for you. I want to, but my boss is watching, so you got to pay for it. Like, I was 17, so I really believed that this stripper was into me.
What did you do, fake ID to get in there?
Oh, yeah, dude. I fake ID'd everything from
Word.
15 to maybe 20.
God. What? Oh, 20, 21.
Got a drink, man. All right, number 4, a can of soda handed to me by Michael J. Fox.
That's so fucked.
But it's so great.
Awesome. That's so awesome. Yeah, I'll just set this down. Are you just going to open it right away? That's how much you trust it?
Right. But, dude, like, if you ever meet Michael J. Fox, like, I would love to meet him, but I'm not shaking this motherfucker's hand because I ain't got an hour to shake somebody's hand. Dude, could you imagine you grab a hold? When do you stop?
I mean, could you just imagine, like, if your arm's hurting or something like that? That'd be perfect. Like, just, like, unhook your hand and put it on wherever your arm's hurting. Just like, yeah, free massage.
Oh, yeah. Dude, could you imagine having Parkinson's? Like, if you got shake weights, you'd be the buffest motherfucker ever.
That's fucked, dude. That's funny.
But it's true.
It is true. And I mean, you'd think, like, just in general, like, the point of the shake weight is to fucking get you strong just by making that repetitive motion or whatever. So you'd think, like, you'd get fucking naturally buff. But everybody, like, I've met a few people with Parkinson's, and, like, they're just frail.
Yeah, I've
I mean?
met a couple. By the way, before you think I'm fucked up for making fun of Parkinson's, I've donated to the Michael J. Fox Foundation people, so I'm not that bad. I'm an asshole, not a scumbag. I believe that's how the saying goes.
Well, I haven't. I'll still make fun of them.
Number 3, Nigerian princes promising me riches.
That's what I'm talking about. The
Right.
email with $1.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, my mom got in deep shit for cashing one of those money orders that was sent to her.
Nuh-uh.
Dude, I swear, it was like 500 bones.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What happened? Like,
I don't know, dude. I was too young. I just remember her doing and saying, look, I got this money. Let's go shopping. Okay, Mom.
huh?
I don't know.
Wild.
Number 2, a Catholic priest at a Boy Scout convention. Are we allowed to laugh at that one?
Oh yeah. We can laugh at it. That's fine.
No, I thought it was hilarious.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's a lot wrong with that, but
Yeah.
there ain't nothing wrong with us laughing at it.
And number 1 thing that I trust more than the government is the Casey Anthony Babysitting Club.
See, I don't get that.
Oh, man.
Who's
But I bet some of our listeners do.
Who's Casey Anthony?
Casey Anthony was the lady who lost her kid, air quote. And the kid was found passed away in the backyard. And then she got off with murder.
Is this the one who had like 5 kids and killed them all? Like,
No, I think it was just one.
like I remember.
But whoever did that should be in the Casey Anthony Babysitter Club, too.
Word. No, I feel like there was a documentary or unsolved crimes or some stupid shit. Whereas like this chick kept having kids and like they all died from SIDS and she was really suffocating them and shit.
That's fucked up.
It is fucked
That's
up.
so messed
I
up.
only vaguely remember it, man. It was like one of those fucking like crime documentaries or some shit like your girlfriend watches or whatever. Because it was my ex-girlfriend watching it and I could give a shit less about it because I don't want to listen to that dark shit.
Right.
It's fucked.
Viewer homework. Find out who that was.
Yeah.
And let us know.
Fucking comment or something. I need to know. I want to know.
Every time I hear the transition music, I want to fucking dance.
That's the way it should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, it's your transition music. You picked it out, so you should want to dance to it.
And I do. I want to dance. I just want to dance. All right. But in this day in history, in 1814, a beer flood occurred in London, killing 9 people. A beer flood.
So literally a flood of beer.
A flood of beer. I forgot the name of the brewery, but it happened.
So, how? Like, what were the circumstances of which that happened?
I mean, I don't recall. All I know...
Motherfucker, you're supposed to read this shit and let me know, dog.
I did, but I was so astonished that there was this much beer that people actually drowned. Like, did they drown? Or did they just try to consume so much? Because that would have been me, dude. I'd have been like, beer flood, party on, everybody take your pants off.
And I mean, could you imagine, like if it just spilled all over the ground and everyone's like, hurry, drink as much as you can. Like, you're drinking up the shit on the ground. And it's 14 you said?
1814, that shit had to have been strong.
Right. And I'm saying, like, if it's on the fucking ground, like, God knows what's on the fucking ground, you know. Like, 1814, there's probably shit all over the ground, you know, dirt from horses, you know, animals, all kinds of shit. You're sitting there drinking it. They might have not died from the actual too much consumption,
Right.
but some fucked up disease.
But beer. Worth it.
Worth it, I guess, man. Whatever. That's your deal, not mine.
I want to know what beer tastes like back then. I mean, like, how much different was it? It had to have been so strong.
Probably the distilling process probably wasn't, you know, as refined as we have it now. And, like, we went and did the underground beer tour in Cincinnati. Me and Cam did. And it was pretty interesting. And, like, the fucking area that they brewed the shit in, you could actually still smell it.
Really?
And that hadn't been operated in over almost 100 years. And, like, you could still smell the fucking hops.
Nice. Have you ever tasted hops or barley?
No.
It's really not bad. I did the Sam Adams tour in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
And for $1, you get to do this tour and then get completely shit-faced wasted in the middle of the day.
For $1?
For $1. But you have to know the tricks. See, I was there with a local, and they're like, hey, follow me. I'm going to show you how to do this. So you take the tour. They give you barley. They give you hops. You're chewing on this shit. They're explaining stuff. And this whole time you're thinking, okay, I just want the beer. So then they take you into this room, and you're going to taste all these different beers. Guy I'm with like, watch this. Sit in the back of the room. I'm like, but if we sit in the back of the room, he's like, no, just trust me, sit in the back of the room. So they fill a pitcher up at the front of every table. There's about 4 long tables.
Sure.
But we're at the back. We're not even sitting at a table. Fill up the pitchers, give you these little cups, and they start passing the pitcher back. By the time the pitcher gets to you, and you get all 4 pitchers at this point, there is still half a fucking pitcher of beer.
Oh.
Oh, and I was so shit-faced wasted walking out of this place. It was amazing.
Huh.
For $1.
For $1.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. So they were only supposed to give you a shot, but you sitting in the back, you got whatever the fuck left.
Basically.
That's dope. That's a way to be.
Shout out Sam Adams. I love you. But relating back to episode 1,
Word.
Knickers.
Knickers.
In 1850, the Knickerbocker Engine Company number 5 was organized. I'm guessing that was just firefighters, but it had the word knicker in it, so I had to throw it in there.
Okay. I was like, what the fuck does that have to do with pants? Or trousers? Or knickers?
They just had some knickers. That's all that mattered.
And we did fact check it. Like, some people said that knickers were underwear, and that is not true.
It might have been slang, who knows, but the official definition of knickers that I got was trousers that bunch at the knee.
Right. Okay.
I'm going to wear some knickers.
Do it.
I'm going to get some.
Do it. I think, like, by definition, I have a pair but it's for my Renaissance outfit.
Oh, dude, I'm so sad that the Renaissance was canceled this year.
Word. Yeah. Fuck COVID.
Fuck COVID. Just cancel the whole year. 2020's done. So have you ever worn a Manpon?
What?
A Manpon.
Like a tampon for a dude?
I mean, tampon, it's different use.
Or are you talking about a pad? Like,
A Manpon could be whatever the fuck is at your disposal at that time.
nope, no idea what you're talking about.
Look,
Continue.
dude, sometimes you gotta have something down there to catch the gooch grease, right? You don't want, like, I work outside. I sweat all day. Like, sometimes I don't want that shit all over my brand new drillies. What if I just bought new underwear and they're not black? I don't need fucking gooch grease all over them motherfuckers.
You're talking sweat, right?
Well, gooch grease could be sweat. Like, let's say you boned your old lady or something the night before. You got some remnants. Whatever. Just stuff that fucking just accumulates on
Hold
you.
on a second. You're telling me right now that after you get done fucking, you don't take a shower?
Not every time. You don't always have time. I'm just saying.
Man, wash your shit at least, because, like, you walking around and shit, like,
I mean, yeah, you gotta give it a quick wipe down, but
Word.
still, you're out sweating all day. You ain't gonna get everything. Or what if you just were out drinking the night before, you fucking smash half a fucking Crave case to your goddamn self, right? Next day, you know what's going on with your bowels. You can't trust every fart. Right? So sometimes you gotta have a little Manpon in there in case you get a little squirt. Like, you don't want to draw on the chalkboard the whole fucking time. You know what I mean? You gotta have a buffer in there.
draw the chalkboard. What the fuck? Well, I mean, okay. Then yes, I understand where you're coming from. And I guess I've just used toilet paper. But
I mean, but you can't always get to the restroom. Here's the good thing. The one good thing about 2020 is we all got disposable face masks somewhere. Them motherfuckers are great Manpons.
I'm assuming you've tested this theory.
I'm just saying, I'm not going to confirm nor deny this, but I at least know of that disposable.
I know a guy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Disposable.
Not me personally, but I know a guy. Yeah, sure, whatever, guy.
Disposable face masks. They make the best Manpons from what I hear.
Literally the first time I've ever heard that phrase.
You've never heard of a Manpon?
I've never heard of a Manpon.
This needs to be patented. Like, I feel like there's a lot of money to be made off of Manpons. Like, that, you can't always... What if you're drinking red soda all day and you're standing somewhere and you trust to fart too much and you fart and it looks like you're on your period and you're a dude? You ain't supposed to do that. You know what story I'm talking about.
Yeah. I mean... Yeah, I'd talk to somebody. Go fucking patent it, buddy. Go to the fucking patent's office. Hey, like, see this piece of cotton? They're like, that's toilet paper. I need a patent this to put it in your underwear.
Toilet paper doesn't hold up good enough, though. It disintegrates. You gotta have something sturdy.
We'll take a face mask down there.
Like, it's gotta last you for at least an hour. Yeah, I mean,
Just an hour?
I mean, sometimes you're just stuck in the thick of it. There ain't no bathrooms around all the time. Like, what you gotta do? Some people... I mean, you got the Hershey squirts, man. You gotta be protected. It's like car insurance for your butthole.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, alright, cool. I'm down. Fucking patent it, Tyler. We'll figure it out.
If anybody knows how to patent shit, like, I'm gonna need the information real quick.
Manpons. That's funny.
Dude, if you could invent something, what would it be?
If I could invent something?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. You know what I mean?
How would you top Manpons? That's like the one thing everybody needs but nobody admits.
Literally, I never thought about it till now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I've done it, but I cannot confirm that I have.
Dude, I had to use a piece of notebook paper once. And have you ever crumpled up a piece of paper and how it gets sharp edges and shit?
Why would you do that? That sounds absolutely awful.
I was probably wearing new underwear or something at the time, or maybe I just had on gym shorts and no underwear, so I didn't want
Motherfucker,
shit
I will sacrifice my underwear. I do not give that big of a shit about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll go in the fucking stall, grab a knife, and write them fuckers off.
Look, man, some of us don't buy new underwear very often. Like, half of my underwear look like spaghetti strainers. They just got so many goddamn holes in them.
Well, then I be getting some new underwear, homie. Like,
I think I'm going to tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be like top of my priority list. Like underwear and socks, homie. Like I buy that shit on a regular.
Dude, I got more socks than I know what to do with. I could start using my socks as motherfucking Manpons
There
and be
you
good
go.
for like 4 years.
And those are soft and no sharp edges, homie.
Right?
Ain't no cut in your butthole out.
None. Man.
Could you imagine getting a paper cut on your fucking taint?
Oh.
That'd be fucking
Right,
awful.
right there on the
Yeah,
fleshy
that's what
fun
I'm
bridge.
saying.
Oh.
Right. You just sit there fucking walking along, having a good old day, just fucking crumbling up the piece of paper, and that one little edge gets you right. Ooh.
Oh, man. I wonder how bad the taint bleeds. Like, then you have to have the Manpon. Then it is essentially a tampon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good God. But you can't use tampons because those are feminine. And we're men. We're manly men. We need a Manpon.
Well, a tampon also goes inside you.
No, that is it?
Yeah,
yeah,
the,
you're right.
the pad sits in the underwear.
Right.
The tampon goes up inside.
Yep, I believe you're right. I know
So, like,
you're right.
wouldn't that be man pad?
Yeah, man pad.
Man pad.
Manpon rolls off the tongue.
It does
now.
roll off the tongue better.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to figure those out.
And they gotta have some sick designs on them too. Like I want dragons down there. I want a dragon on my goddamn
Some
fleshy
fucking Tom
front
Hardy, some Tom Hardy
Right.
man pods and shit.
Yeah, some
Man pods by Tom Hardy.
some fucking sugar skulls down there and shit. We have a fucking Statue of Liberty giving the bald eagle a fucking hand job on my Manpon. That'd be majestic as shit.
What?
Yeah. It doesn't get any more majestic than that, man.
I mean, all right. I just want Bob Ross.
Oh, best Manpon ever.
Golly.
For all those happy little accidents.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Woo! It's that time of the show where we educate the listeners on a few what the fuck facts.
Woo.
We give it 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Woo!
Excellent.
All right. So, the term break a leg, we all know it comes from theater, right?
Sure.
Or acting, etc.
Anything that
etc.
requires performing.
Right. Did you know how it originated?
Nah.
Break a leg. Because what happens when you break a leg?
You go to the hospital.
And you get a cast put on it. So break a leg literally means I hope you get put in the cast.
Oh, all right. That's fucking dope.
That is dope.
I'm digging it. That's awesome.
Right?
Excellent.
I forgot where I read that. I wasn't even doing research for the show when I found that one.
Excellent.
Squirrels are behind most power outages in the U.S.
Really?
Yeah, I fucking love squirrels, but apparently they're fucking assholes.
Just sit there and fucking eat the power lines and shit?
Burrowing through power lines and shit. I think it said from the months between May and June and October and November. So basically, if you get a power outage right now, blame it on the little motherfucking squirrels.
So, I can't imagine you did a lot of research into this because, you know, they're what the fucks. So, but do they like burrow into the telephone pole, into your fucking house?
Underground power lines is what it said mostly.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
That's crazy though.
Yeah.
Squirrels fucking up the infrastructure.
Word.
Goddamn squirrels.
Down with the patriarchy. Give
Right.
me my nuts.
Could you imagine? Dude, a squirrel talking like that'd be fucking great.
That's so good.
You are more likely to get a computer virus from visiting a religious website than you are a porn site.
What?
Dude, studies, man, science and shit. I don't fucking know.
I mean, I guess because the guys making viruses use porn sites more than they do fucking religious websites.
Don't fuck up my porn, damn it.
Don't touch my porn. But fuck your Christ.
Right. Oh, what do you got? You got any what the fuck facts?
Betty White is legitimately older than sliced bread.
That is astonishing.
Like, not like how you would think sliced bread, because like slicing bread has been a thing since God knows how long, because everybody's made sandwiches. But the machining of sliced bread was invented in 1928, and I don't know exactly when Betty White's birthday is.
It's before 1928.
Exactly right. So the process of machining sliced bread is younger than Betty White.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Betty White is so astonishing, though.
She is. What a wonderful lady.
Right? Her and Chuck Norris are like... if they ever die, the world is screwed. Its protectors are gone. Betty White and Chuck...
Protectors are gone. I feel like that way about the Queen of England right now. Like, once she's gone, fucking England is fucked.
I have one about the Queen of England.
Okay.
The Queen owns all the swans in England.
Owns all the swans?
All the swans. If you're over the fucking pond and you're in England and you see a goddamn swan, the Queen owns that motherfucker.
Really?
Yes, every one of them.
Huh.
It's like their birthright. I don't know. Oh, I'm born. Queen of England owns me.
So does that automatically? Well, I guess like if she owns it, doesn't give it like a sir or a lady or whatever. Like you have to be knighted to get that title. So
every swan's a knight?
Maybe fuck it. That'd be funny.
Fucking army of swans.
Like so Swan, how are you today? Quack.
What do they call a flock of swans? Is it a flock? A group of swans? What do they call that?
I don't know. I just
Is it
know
a gaggle?
no, that's a geese. You know.
A gaggle of geese? Is it a gaggle of swan? I mean, they're close. They both got long necks and long
Beats me.
beaks.
I don't know. That'll be a what the fuck fact for next episode.
Right.
Like we'll talk about that, and we'll figure that out. We'll come back to you guys,
Yeah, we need to know.
or let us know. You know, comment, whatever. Let us know what we got.
Yeah. Here's another one. The inventor of the Pringles can is now buried in one.
What?
Yeah.
Did he get cremated, or did they just make a giant one?
I think they made a giant one.
A giant.
I mean, could you imagine? I mean, I don't know. Either scenario is fucked up in my head. The way I'm seeing it is like, did they break all the limbs and like, here, get in there? Like, was he small? Was he that small?
Now, I don't think he was legit midget / dwarf. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he was. But I don't care how much you get, like, break somebody apart other than burning them. You know what I'm saying? Like cremating. Like, I don't think you could fit somebody's body into an actual Pringles can. So you'd either have to make a giant one for, you know, to bury a body in.
Right.
Or you'd have to cremate them. Either way is funny.
I still feel like to make it work, you would have to do some limb breaking. Or cremating.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now, I know back in the day to save space and shit, like, this is a fun fact, but to conserve space and whatnot, and cemeteries and whatever, they would actually break body parts, and actually majority of legs. They would break your legs and, like, fold them over yourself. That way they didn't have to take up huge, like, actual 6'6" plots. Now, that has been since done away with, and actually sometimes it is still practiced. Like, if you ever look at a coffin and you're like, that's actually really short, comparatively, like, it's because they break that motherfucker's legs and fold them in.
Whose job is it to break the legs? Is that the mortician's job? Or is there somebody else that they call, like, hey, we need this motherfucker's legs folded like laundry?
I don't know. I would imagine it's the mortician's job.
I don't want that job.
Well, I mean, why not? Like, you just sit around like, I break legs, motherfucker. Like,
Leg breaker.
that's my job. Will Smith is, his first name's actually Willard.
That's so dorky.
Yeah. It's great. And his middle name is Carol.
That's even dorkier. I love it.
And he's a junior. Like, I know that too.
Which is fucked up because most juniors are pieces of shit, but he seems like genuinely a good guy.
You think most juniors are pieces of shit?
Yeah, look it up, dude. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, look at every athlete that is a junior.
Okay. Well.
Every famous person that is a junior has done something really fucked up.
I mean, I don't know if, I guess, like, it's one of those things where it's like, not everybody named Junior is fucked up, but everybody who's fucked up is named Junior. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's that kind of scenario. Nah,
How many people do you think we just confused?
probably a lot, because I'm already confused.
All of them.
All of them.
Because we're all idiots.
Word.
The stage before frostbite is called frostnip.
What is it?
I got a little bit of frostnip. Oh, that's great.
So is that like, instead of your, like, toes and shit turning black, they turn, like, purple?
I guess that's like the stage right before it. That's kind of funny, though. Bite, nip. I get it.
Yeah. That makes sense. I'm down about that. Word. I like it.
Now, the next one is actually really depressing.
All right.
Japan is facing a ninja shortage. High demand for ninja shows.
Oh, okay.
And the fact that ninjas are a dying tradition make them in high demand. Like, who'd have thought that at this day and age, ninjas would be a dying thing? That's fucked up.
Well, the fact that you would need them is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, we've gone past that. Because ninjas were, like, espionage and, you know, almost a soldier kind of deal. You know what I mean?
Did they know about ninjas back in? Like, because now, if a ninja's doing their job, we don't know it.
Well, see, that's the thing. You know ninjas exist because, like, dude, homeboy over there was just taken out by a ninja. How do you know it's a ninja? Motherfucker's, like, neck is slit.
And I didn't see it happen.
I didn't see nobody. Like, how do you explain that? Like, oh, man, ninjas. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's where they get the phrase, you know, the term or whatever and have that. But I would just assume that you would know ninjas exist.
Ninjas better never go extinct. I'll be sad.
Yeah. No, I would imagine, like, somebody out there would, like, still practice it. Like, most dying arts still think. Most, like, they're dying arts, but they're not dead arts. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'd be a ninja, but I like food too much.
Word.
Dude, if I tried to tiptoe through something, my fat ass is making all the noise.
I'd be a ninja, but I'd just be a ninja. That'd be fun.
I could see you being a ninja.
All sneaky and shit.
Right.
I'm pretty crafty when I need to be. Yeah. Did you know that Miss Piggy and Yoda had the same voice actor?
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, he actually, his name is Frank Oz. He did the Cookie Monster, Grover, Bert from the Muppets, and I forget who else. But yeah, he actually voiced Yoda and Miss Piggy.
Dude, he's got to be the greatest voice actor of all time.
Right, because you would never know that. You know what I mean? Like, you would hear Miss Piggy and you're like, oh, that's, you know, somebody else. And you'd hear Yoda. Like, there ain't no way that's the same person. Like, some of the voice actors are wildly talented. Yeah. And that blew my mind when I read that. I was like, holy shit.
I mean, you have to be, because you're showing this emotion, but you're not even acting at that point. You're sitting here watching something else. I don't know. That, to me, that's crazy. That's crazy talent.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard enough to sit here and talk about things, but to do something like that, to express emotion for something else
and change your voice so drastically,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I would never hear Yoda and then hear Miss Piggy and assume it was the same person, and that, I guess, just attributes to, like, the amount of talent you have,
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that is so amazing that you can change your voice that much.
Now, I will say that the Cookie Monster does kind of sound like a even grumpier Yoda, though.
Sure, yeah. And I mean, Cookie Monster, and I would even say Grover makes sense. Like, you could hear them and you're like, yeah, those are probably the same person. You know what I'm saying? But Bert, I would never assume. Like, Bert and Ernie.
And he had to come up with different language patterns.
Yeah, absolutely.
Each one of them have different mannerisms and ways of speaking. Not just their voice, but, like, the manner in which they say things is completely different.
Right. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right.
All right. Next one. Even though Fruit Loops are different colors, they're all the same flavors.
Really?
Yeah, and that just fucked up my whole childhood.
So,
because I always thought the blue ones were my favorite, but apparently they're same
all
as the
the
red
same
ones.
fucking thing. Man, that's some psychological bullshit. Because, like, whenever you see, like, red, you know, like a red lollipop or a red Tootsie, you know, whatever, Tootsie Roll or whatever, you know, you see those kind of things, you always assume, like, cherry or strawberry.
Yep, cherry.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like, I forget, I don't think it's Airheads, but there's one of those candy companies that it's, the mystery flavor is actually always watermelon. But since it's white, you don't associate it, so your brain just makes up a flavor and you come up with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really weird psychology to it. So, like, they've even tested where they flavor candy something like lemon, and they put, like, color it red, and people will say, "Oh, it tastes like cherries." No, it's fucking lemon. It's wild.
Did you know? I don't even have this one written down. This is old bartending knowledge. Grenadine. You know what grenadine is?
Salt, right?
No, grenadine, the cherry flavoring that they put in drinks.
Oh.
This cherry syrup,
yeah.
Shirley Temples, shit like that.
Sure.
Tastes like cherries. It's not cherry. It's pomegranate.
Really?
Yep.
See, here, this whole time I thought I didn't like pomegranate.
Apparently you do.
Huh. Neat.
Like, I'm pretty sure that pomegranate is in cherry Coke, maybe?
Really?
But most things that are cherry flavored have pomegranate.
Huh.
And conversely, fake vanilla comes from secretion from a beaver's butt?
You're fucking with me.
Dude, I swear, look it up. It's like beavers' buttholes are flavored like vanilla.
I forget the name of the animal, but there's a fucking there's an animal that shits and it looks like a fucking like Baby Ruth or some shit. Like it looks like a bunch of fucked up beans, and it's actually the world's most expensive coffee.
I seen that.
Yeah.
Becky tried it. She's had it.
She's had the butt
She
coffee.
told me about it. She did a whole goddamn presentation on this shit. She's had butt coffee.
Is it good? Like,
I don't know. I ain't trying it.
what did she say?
I think she said it was okay, but it was weird. A little nutty.
I mean, is it just like again, is it the psychological thing of it? Like this came out of something's asshole and you're sitting there drinking it and that's fucking with your head? Like if you didn't know, if somebody set you down a cup of coffee and something, another cup of coffee, and you tried them both and you're like, yeah, this one's better. Like that came out of an animal's asshole. You're like, well, that's instantly not as good.
I don't know, but I love coffee. But I really don't want to drink anything that came out of a fucking animal's asshole.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I mean, if you don't know,
then you don't know. I mean,
right?
that's a good point.
And they're not going to serve you anything that's poisonous, obviously. So,
Right.
like, it's been purified and whatever they got to do to, like, distill it. So, it's not going to harm you. It's just fucking coffee.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But does it have the same chemical attributes as coffee? Like, is it caffeinated? Like, are coffee beans caffeinated, or do they add the caffeine? How does that work?
I believe they're caffeinated. I believe the coffee bean itself is a caffeinating thing.
So this animal's poop,
Just adds to it.
dookie, is caffeinated.
I guess, yeah. Whatever system it goes through when it goes through its bowels and whatnot, I think that just adds to the caffeinating process. Because it eats, like, apparently the animal's, like, diet is all, like, nuts and berries and shit like that. So, like, when it comes out, and, like, I mean, I saw a picture of it. It literally looks like a fucking, it literally looks like peanut butter with a fuck ton of nuts and just crunched into a fucking tube. It's wild, dude. I seen it, I was like, there's no fucking way. Like, I don't even drink coffee.
Yeah, you don't need it.
Right. So I don't even care. Like I would never say like, oh, I'm never gonna drink that and shit. Like, but I'd give it a solid shot just to see. But to me, it would probably taste like shit because I don't like the taste of coffee in general. I don't care how the fuck you flavor it.
This shit tastes like shit.
Like, is that Austin Powers thing? Like, this coffee tastes like shit. A little nutty. Like that whole deal.
I've never seen Austin Powers.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I am not kidding.
God damn it. Oh my god. First Rick and Morty, now fucking Austin Powers.
Right.
Jesus Christ, this is gonna be a segment of the fucking show now. Fucking what hasn't Tyler seen? God
A
damn
lot.
it.
I never saw Princess Bride until 2 months ago.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, it's so good.
And it's inconceivable that I'd never seen it.
It is. It is truly inconceivable.
All right. Cards Against Humanity bought an island in Maine to preserve wildlife, and they named it Hawaii 2.
Hawaii too.
Hawaii 2.
Leave it to them fucktards to do that.
Right.
The Cards Against Humanity company. What the hell? That's funny though. They've made Cards Against Humanity also. They have another game. I think it's called like Exploding Kittens. That's way more fun.
Really, I tried it once. Me and my oldest had played it once. If it's the same game, it is child friendly, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of. And I just couldn't get into it. Maybe I read the rules wrong. Maybe we were playing it wrong.
I don't know. I had more of a blast playing Exploding Kittens than I did Cards Against Humanity. Because I feel like Cards Against Humanity limits your humor to only dark and stuff like that. And I don't need cards to get my humor dark. You know what I'm saying?
See, I feel like the best part about Cards Against Humanity is the in-between rounds. When you're judging everybody's answers to find out who gets what points. And I swear to God, if you don't keep points on Cards Against Humanity, you're doing it wrong, people.
And I see that's another thing is like some of the jokes are subjective entirely. So like, you know, whatever the subject card is, and then your suggestive card is, excuse me, I feel like that's all subjective to the person because like you could have shit that makes legitimate fucking sense, and you're like, that's a perfect joke. You know what I mean? And then you're like, oh well, this one's out of left field. It's funny. Like, man. Like, you just wasted good humor for slapstick, and I'm not down about that.
But see, why I've never seen Austin Powers, slapstick.
I don't know if I would consider Austin Powers slapstick. Like, the Three Stooges are slapstick.
It's so corny.
It's so good. It's funny. There's a lot of sex jokes. There's a lot of fucking situational humor. Dude, come on, man. It's so good. Like, do you enjoy the Three Stooges?
No, can't stand it.
What?
Didn't even like him when I was younger.
Jesus. The movie's really funny. Like, the movie they released back in, like, 2010, 2011 or something like
Had
that.
like Frank Caliendo or somebody in it, or one of those guys from Mad TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Never saw it.
Dude, that shit's so funny. I actually took my friend's wife on a date to go see that movie. Because he had no interest in seeing it. And she wanted to see it. And I was like, I'll go with you. She goes, sure, it's a date.
So you did all the setup work for him to get laid that night?
Huh? Yeah, pretty much.
You're a good man.
Yeah.
Short
And it
in
was
the
funny.
prime.
They were like, he's like, you're going to take my wife out on a date? And I'm like, well, you don't want to see the movie and I do, and I don't want to go by myself. He's like, that's fine. You can take my wife out on a date. And I was like, dope. So I literally went out, bought her fucking flowers, took her to dinner, and went to see a movie. And, like, I showed up with flowers. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, it's a date. He's like, whatever. Have her home by 10. I'm like, you got it.
Well, you laid all the groundwork.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And I said, you're welcome. No big deal.
You got any more facts for us? Mine are dry.
No, I think I'm good. I don't think I have any more.
So that's it for today, people.
That's it, buddy.
Well, in the meantime, in between time, always remember, no matter what a stripper tells you, there's no sex in the champagne room.
Word.
Cut the music. We out.
See ya.